Morning, this is David Howells. I'm here from Beaumont Taekwondo Academy, and I brought my two best assistants out here, and our center manager at Beaumont, Miss Amber Hildreth, 4th degree black belt, and Mr. Jack Howells, 4th degree black belt. They're going to help me shoot this production, my first production of a lesson. So we're not experts. We'd like to have that disclaimer up front. We're not video experts, and we are martial arts experts, so we'll teach you how to do everything right, but the production is going to improve as we go, I'm sure. Please note, if you're training at home, make sure you have a very clear space, that you have, that you're not going to accidentally kick a table or chop a chair or hurt yourself in any way. We want you to be very safe. If you don't have, when we use equipment, if you don't have all of the equipment that you need, you can improvise instead of using a handheld target, using your sparring glove as a focal point for strikes and kicks. We may not do that today, but that can be part of your memorization work. If you need to strike something, you can hold up a hand pad or a foot pad and aim at that. If your mom or dad lets you, or your spouse lets you, you could use a cushion off the sofa or maybe a pillow off the bed to strike, but you will need some focus type equipment to hit periodically through our videos. The other thing is that if we do drills, you can make cones. If you don't have your own cones, you can make cones out of pieces of cardboard or paper, or put dots on the floor, or use tape. There's a lot of improvisation you can do, but I'm going to get going so that you can start training today. If you'd like to be on our video, just simply call us at 409-838-6667. If you'd like to take Miss Hildreth or Mr. Howell's place, or you want to be one of their students, there's lots of opportunities from Tiger Cubs to juniors to youth and adults. We'd like volunteers to come out and help us with our productions. So remember, it's very important to stretch out. And we're going to start out a stretching routine. So put your hands on your hips, feet wide, rotate your neck, big circles, all the way around, the other way. Shoulder shrugs forward. Try to put your shoulders in your ears, backwards. All right, swimming like swimming in the ocean, forward, big circles, backward. Get your shoulder units moving. And my challenge here is one forward, one back. Try to do that. Very good, and then reverse it. That's super hard, but I know you can do it. By the end of this video series, you'll be an expert. Palms up like carrying two pizzas, and then twist gently. You don't want to drop those things on the floor. So you're going to twist your waist. This is the part of your body you're going to use when you're punching. Good, and then move down to your hips. Big circles with your hips. Try to keep your head in the same spot. Move your hips around, and then the other way. Very nice. Good. Hands on your knees. Come down and up. Don't do it real hard. You want to be gently down and up. Then bend your knees slightly. Make small circles. Other way. Good. And then come up. And then you're going to squat down. Bring your elbows down. Stretching. Down. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now we're going to go all the way down to the floor. Scoop up. Over your head. Pick up. Over your head. Last one. Very good. All right, here we're going to keep our stance wide. And fold our arms like the genie. And then you're going to try and touch your elbows on the mat without bending your knees. Hang gently and come up. Good. And then you're going to get a little wider, and then lift your toes and keep your heels down and try and touch your forehead on the mat without bending your knees. And then come up slowly, and we're going to put our left leg forward and lunge. I'm doing it backwards for you. Very good, hands on your hips. Try not to let your knee pass your toes. Keep your toes straight, hips forward, pushing forward. Very good. Knee down lunge. And press gently forward. And here we're going to straighten that front leg, lift that toes, and reach down. Try to make a circle around your heel without bending your knee. This one can be a challenge. And come up slowly. Switch feet. Lunging. Heel off the ground in the back. Back leg straight, hips forward. Try not to get your hips to the side. Try to move everything square to the front. Very good. Nice. Knee down. Press forward. Hips stay square. Push your hips forward into your front ankle. Straighten your front leg. Make that circle. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, gently. And sit down. Now we're going to cross our feet. We're going to rock to our shoulders and sit up. Do not rock onto your neck. You're just going to rock to your shoulders and sit up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Reach, sit and reach. Pull down. You can grab your heels. Try to grab your heels. Bend your left leg. Reach down your right. Switch. Try and straighten your leg as much as you can. And bottoms of your feet together. Gently bounce. And press your knees to the mat. Some of you can get your head to your feet. Bounce gently, butterfly stretch, and press. And feet go wide, and sit and reach. This held us entering the phone. We'll just continue. Your left foot jack. And to your right foot. And we're going to come up, sit up, and we're going to alternate sides. Right hand to left foot, and switch. And then we're going to go over the top, reaching over, reaching up. Very good. And relax. Come up slowly. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, so when we make a fighting position, fighting stance, we're going to have the feet about as wide as our shoulders, and then we're going to take a 45-degree angle. So that almost our front foot, the ball of our front foot is in line with the heel of our back foot. And so here, I'm going to bend my knees just enough so my heels get light on the mat. I'm not going to lift my body up. I'm going to let my heels come down, my hips come down until my heels come slightly off the mat, enough to slide a piece of paper under. And then I'm going to bring my 2 hands up in the front. Here's a common mistake, is seeing this part of your hand. You want to make sure that this is inside, this way. Notice how when I bring my shoulder forward, my elbow comes in and covers up my sternum from the front. This hand in the front is on this side of my head. So this is your right side, right hand to the right side of your head, left hand to the left side of your head, cheekbone high with your knuckles. So your knees are slightly bent, your back foot forward, moving up. Then coming back, front foot, back. Try not to step all the way together. Leave about a 6-inch gap between your feet. So as we move, we're keeping our eyes forward and our guard up. Very simple. All right, so now as we do it together, Mr. Howells and I, we're gonna step up, 1, backwards, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 1, 10. And very good. Switch feet, other side. Same body position, moving forward. I can see myself in the window over there. If you have a window or mirror, that's a great way to watch yourself moving, to see if you're dropping your hands or pumping your hands as you move. You don't want to do that. You want to keep them steady. So Jack and I are going to move together, forward, back, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. Very good. Switch feet. And here, as we move up, we're going to throw that jab. So as we step up, we move together and out. As that front foot is touching the mat, it's just like we're going to hit a button, and that jab comes straight out. All right, so as we move up, so we're in this fighting position. Remember, as we move up, we're stepping, your foot comes out. As your foot's coming out, you fire the jab, pull it back, stepping back. So you come up, 1, back, up 2, back, up 3, back. Make sure that wrist is straight. 4 and 5. Don't let your other hand pump. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right, now we're going to go up, hit that bad guy, come back. Okay, so we're going to come up, punch him, come back. Jab. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And switch feet. All right. Left jab this time. Up. Bam. Come back. Very good. Keep your chin down. Try not to come up. Lift your head. Look around the corner. Keep your head and spine straight. Good posture. Coming back. Very good. Out. Back. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elbows in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and switch it up. Now we're going to add the cross. So what we want to do is when we throw the jab, let's try to keep this shoulder close to our chin or our cheek. And that palm is down when we fire that jab. When we pull back, we throw the cross. And our other shoulder is going to touch the other side of our cheek. And then we pull it back. So here it's this way. If we go slow, 1, notice how I'm coming across from one side to the other. It's making me turn my shoulders more. As I fire this way, my punch, I want to make sure my back heel comes off the mat and down. So if we go here, 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Engage your hip. Look at these guys. Look at their hips. So as they come through, their hips are turning, hands fully extended. Try not to do a little rabbit punch. You got to keep your elbow up high when you fire back. Very good. Jabbing, crossing, slow motion. Learning body mechanics. Here we go. All right, we're going to do 2 more slow. Then we're going to pick it up a little bit. Last one. Good. All right, we're going to go full speed. Jab, cross, and go. Ready? Back. 2, 3, 4, 5, good. All right, here we go. Left jab, right cross. Look at the left, comes right back where it started from. Palm is down on the punching hand, heel off the ground, hips forward, come back. Very good. Out, slow motion. Turning through as one hand goes out, the other comes back. Coming back. Very good. 1, 2. Very good. We're going to go full speed now. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. And switch it up. Now let's add a step together. So we're moving in. So you think about moving in on that person. You're staying low, hips low. Your lower body is knees slightly bent. Back straight, come up. Touch, touch, back out. In, back out. In, back out. In, yes. And back. Palms down when you're striking. Yes. And we're going to go full speed next time. Here we go. 1, boom, boom, back. 2, 3, breathe. 4, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. Left leg in front, up, jabbing, crossing, and back. Here we go. Slow, slow, back. Slow, slow, back. Here you're working on your form and positioning, feeling your feet on the floor with good balance. And the next one, we're going to go full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And good, rest. Okay, very good. All right, so here, the next step we're going to do is we're just going to slide left and right. So when we go to our left foot slides over and we cover up with our right foot and then come back. So we go under. Imagine someone striking at your head. Here's the most common mistake. Dropping, bending, folding in the middle and trying to move. It's not an athletic position. You can't defend yourself from there. So as we go here, coming under and then back up. Under and back up. So Jack's here. He throws that punch out. I want to make sure my head clears and I come back to the other side. 1, 2, just like that, okay? So for drill purposes, we're going to move our left foot over, coming under, very good, and back. So you're doing a mini squat as you come through. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 1, 10. Very good. Switch feet. Now, one thing to remember is you got to keep your eyes on that target. You don't want to drop. If you're moving away, you don't want to look at the floor. And then you want to remember, we want to try to keep our body upright. Elbows close, hands cheekbone high. Now we're moving our right foot over. Covering up, back. Very good. Over, back. Now we're going full speed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, and rest, okay? All right, here, we're gonna go under, throw the cross. Come back, throw the jab, throw the cross, throw the jab, throw the cross, throw the jab. All right, okay. So nice and relaxed, we're going under, cross, come back, jab, okay? Imagine you're cutting an angle and hitting that bad guy, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Work your shoulders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch it. Other side. Going to your right. Boom. Come back. Hands are up when you come back. Wow. Good. Under. Back. Good. Under. Back. Yes. All right. Let's put it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and rest. Okay, rest, very good. All right, okay, so here, we're gonna move on. We're gonna work some stretch kicks now. So here, remember, you wanna have a nice clear space anytime you're kicking. So we're gonna just raise our leg. This is a straight leg kick, and it's really about flexibility, not about kicking. So we wanna put our right hand out. We wanna have our left toes to our right hand, okay? We're gonna do 10. Watch this hand, try not to let it fly around or drop down. Put it in that nice guard position. Ready? 1, 2, knee straight. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're getting a little high now. 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it. Ready? Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting higher. 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Rest. Nice front kick now. So remember, when you're front kicking, knee comes up, then you extend. Back down, okay? Kick back, down. Kick, pull the foot back, set down. Ready? Left kicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice the hands stay up. Ready? Switching. Other side. 1, 2, 3, foot down. 4, kick back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and switch it. Okay, so now thinking about what we've already learned, we're moving forward, kick them, strike them, come back. Moving up, number 3 front kick, set it down, reverse punch, come back, okay? Our last drill on this, ready? Forward, back, 2. Now, if you want to get more challenge, jump as you come up. 3. There you go. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Switch it up. Other side. 1. 2. Keep back. 3. Guard is up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And relax. Very good. All right. So here, our technical part of our class, we're going to move to sitting stance. So if you think about sitting stance, let me use Miss Hildred. She's in a to-me stance, traditional. Her feet are as wide as her shoulders. To make a good sitting stance, she's going to go twice as wide. And her feet turn forward. Here, right here, is her hip joint. We say bend your knees going to bend, but really your hip is going to bend. So she feels we push this way, and then she keeps her body straight, back straight, chin level, perfect stance. Twice as wide as your shoulders, back straight, chin level, eyes on target. Look at those knuckles, cheekbone high, perfect. So with that in mind, I'm going to have her turn to the side. So yes, so we can see the alignment of her spine. You want to make sure that the top of her head is in line with her shoulders, her hips, and her feet are in that nice straight line. Very good, thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
So here, as we make that sitting stance, all of us make that stance. Hands on hips, chin level, good posture. Now, sometimes a student will lean one way or another. You want to observe yourself being straight up and down. And the other way you don't want to lean is this way. When you bend in your hips, the tendency is to round your back and lean forward. Imagine you had books on your head or you had a weight on your head. If you leant forward, it would fall off. You have to keep everything straight and in alignment. We call that stacking the joints. So from the top of your head, down your spine, straight line. Hands on your hips, toes together. We're going this way, and then out. Very simple. One. To try to watch yourself, observe yourself, so you have a balance point in the middle. Here, you shouldn't want to fall or step. You just, you're going to step together without jumping. A lot of people do this motion. I want you to have a controlled step. So as we move, our hips are going to stay low, shoulders low. We keep that nice horizontal plane. Have two very clean steps with our toes coming together. This is going to be important for our next set of drills. So we keep this position. Very good. So now, we're going to add a punch here. So right hand out, left hand out, right hand chamber, punching, straight out, rotating right at the end, punch almost all the way out, twisting both hands same time, pop those hands over. So now we're using coordination, left and right side of our brain to improve our concentration. We're breathing, we're relaxing our hips. Wherever you feel tension in your body, relax. Now we're going to move across. And as we step, it's almost like hitting a button. You'll fire that punch out. Step, then hit that button. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, back straight. 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 1, 10. Good. Now think about where you're punching. So we're focused. Let's think about the center of our body. So when I fire that punch, it's either in line with our solar plexus, right under your sternum here, or with the bridge of the nose. So now as we move, guys ready?
Sir.
We're going to move across, and then we're going to fire high, low, low. So we're retargeting. High, low, low. Yes, high, low, low. You guys are the beginners. You find this a challenge, just do 3 punches. Could be all low. Okay, guys? So every time you step, fire those 3 punches. We do 10 sets. Here we go. 1, 2, all the way out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Okay, give yourself permission if you make a mistake to forgive yourself. I just made a mistake, so I'm forgiving myself right now. All right, so with that in mind, we're gonna work a little side kick drill, and then we're gonna combine those 2 things, the stepping and the side kick. So, Jack's gonna lay down with his feet towards me. And notice how his hand is under his shoulders right here. Do we have a board, Amber?
No, we don't have boards.
What about maybe an orange board? So just like we talked about, thank you, man. Just like we talked about stacking our joints, even though Jack is laying down, he wants to feel his hips over each other. He doesn't want to lay this hip back. This is a common mistake, side kicking, where your hips are at an odd angle and your bottom sticks out when you kick. You almost want to feel like you're pushing your hips forward. So his hips are forward. This elbow is tucked behind his back. He doesn't want this hand to come across and fall down. Then the tendency is to roll your shoulder down and you look away from the target. So here, tuck that elbow, keep this vertical, hip stacked and foot up, and heel extended, toes pull back. Here's the striking surface. So as Jack pulls in, his ankle or foot stay over his base leg. He doesn't want it to come in front this way. He wants it to be in front of his gluteus here and then thrust straight out. Let's try to do that. Sometimes when I was learning this, I'd point my fingers straight down that line, the whole hand like a knife hand, there you go. And bring it in and then he could feel that heel coming right under that hand. That's another way to do that. So as he fires out, thinks about me being the target, he's locking the knee, pulling in, and kicking out. Here's the striking surface. So he holds it out. This is the striking surface. Just like that. He doesn't even hardly feel it. Right, Jack? But if he points his toes, guess what happens? Yes, it gets ugly from there. So we want to make sure this is protected. The small bones in your foot and your toes are protected. You walk on your heel most of the day. So when you're, it's a very strong part of your body, a very strong bone structure. You want to make sure that you keep this ankle straight. Don't blade your foot, like rolling it this way. It's very bad for your ankle, okay? So you want to keep these joints aligned. So let's all get together. We'll do this, and we'll face the camera. Jack's already feeling some of that. All right. So we're going to lay this way. Get stable on your base hand. It's very important you have stability. And then align your body. Try not to look around the corner. Try to have your head up. I'm going to point my fingers, lifting. Now your knee wants to stay high, and knee in front, out, back. We're going to do 10 of these. 2, back, very slow. Out. Try to get your foot horizontal as you can. Back and out. I think that's 4 and 5 and in and out. Hold it for a second. Back and 7 and back and 8. Great counting 9. There we go. Last one. 10. Switch sides. Very good. Remember, keep your hips over each other. You don't want to have this motion. You see how my bottom is leaned over. You want to make sure you push those hips forward and come in. And even here, if you reach down and grab your heel and pull it in nice and tight, we call that a compression stretch. But out, we'll do that in another lesson. Back, try to get your alignment with your heel correct. Out, holding back. Notice how when I kick, I tense my foot. Pull back, relax. Relax, and then out. Yes, tense, relax. Out. Try and keep your alignment. Out. Very good. A few more. We're going to do 3 more, I think. I lost count there. Now we'll do 3 more. We'll call that good. Very good. And rest. Other side. All right, here. This time, come in. You can do your little compression stretch, but this time we need a thrust. So like a stomp. Boom. And back. 2. Hold it for a split second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And right. Other side, hips aligned. Compression stretch. Turn your head, turn your nose to the target. Out, back, out. Here's the position with the hand guarded, tucked in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And rest. Okay, come on. So now, as we're standing, we'll make that sitting stance to the side with our right foot to the camera. So we're here, make a nice sitting stance, create good posture, and then we're bringing that guard so that we're looking at our target, making fists. Try not to roll those hands, keep them in this way. Now as we step, we're coming together with our heels. We call that some people call it a T-step, an L-step. But basically, as you're coming, your feet are making a 90-degree angle this way. Never in front, always behind on side kick, okay? So here, as we come in, together, side kick. Shuffle. Together, side kick. Shuffle. Try not to lean, keep your head. Here, relax your shoulders. Your hands are poised, but not tense. If you tense everything when you kick, you'll have a tendency to do this motion. So relax your upper body. Ready? 3. Down and back. 4. Down and step together. Yes. 5. And step together. 6. 7. Of course, black belts, if you want to make it more challenging, you can jump or slide. 8. 9, 10. Switch it. Good body position. Take a second and feel your stance. Let's keep our back straight. Remember this hand, no, can't come across. Keep it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I hear the hammers. 5. There you go. 6. Don't look down. 7. 8. 9. 10. Yeah. Now, think about this. So Miss Helps right here. How high is the perfect kick? It's wherever you need. If I'm here, I'm a bad guy. She side kicks, stomping right on that knee. Perfect. Boom. Her hips are turned over. Still a great side kick. And if she kicks higher, boom. She's creating a very penetrating punching motion with her heel. It's going to smash through that rib cage. Very good. Don't smash my rib cage today.
Yes, sir.
All right, okay, so. Now, a block today we're working on is outside block. So I'll use Mr. Howell's. Here's her. So we're thinking a lot of common assaults. Jack, would you move forward? A lot of common assaults will be a punch, grab, collar grab, two-handed grab. So outside block simply comes across this way. Notice how my fist turns. So I'm in a guarded position, And my hand works from one side of my head to the other, almost like clearing a path. If there's a punch here, I'm knocking it this way. Notice how my wrist twists. I'm using that turning force of my my wrist, my shoulders, waist, hips, this motion as we come across. Blocking, outside block. I want to use a fist because it creates tighter muscle structure in your forearm. So if Jack throws a punch, he just throws a punch, I'm blocking this way. Most common mistake, he throws that punch, boom, I try to overcommit to the block. I simply want to be here, my hands are up in fight position, I'm like, whoa, calm down, dude. And he throws that punch, and I'm moving to the side. Look what I created, an angle for a counter. So as we do this, we can even use, at home you could use a glove just out of your sparring bag, rolled up newspaper, hold it out. If you block each other's arms, make sure that you're not hitting super hard. So if Jack throws that punch, I created an opening, and I'm thinking about targeting that guy right there, okay? So we're really concentrating on the block. Remember, as we throw, we don't want to lean that hand down. I want to make sure it goes across and comes back. Yeah, see what he's thinking already. So this is his power punch. So if he throws that power punch, maybe I use this hand. If he throws the power punch, I want to bring this back in case he throws the other one. All right? So I want to make sure I'm protected. Much better though, if he throws the punch, is that I get out of line. Now if he throws this one, it's not going to be super strong. So I'm going to switch feet. If he throws this one, here's that motion. Just like we stepped earlier. And then counter. So, for practice, for demonstration purposes, someone could hold a newspaper out, they could hold a handheld target out, a pool noodle from your swimming pool, hold that out, or that your folks or your partner or somebody could hold their hand out. We're thinking this, blocking across. Now, in reality, I'm not going to stand in a sitting stance. This is developed strength and flexibility. I'm going to be in my fighting position. Blocking, 1, 2. Notice how I twist, yes. Notice how when I do the backhand, what happens to my hips and my heel? I'm twisting through. This way. Now it's Jack's turn. So look, our stance, he's got left forward, I've got left forward. He's going to throw this hand. Go, yes, boom, I block. I throw my hand. Very good. He's being nice to me. He's not hitting me. Now, notice how Jack's moving offline. It's very good. And now you close the distance. You can counter. So when I throw, he's going to come offline, create an angle, counter. Very good. We can do this 10 times each. I'm not going to do it 10 times, but we want you to get the idea of how to flow that drill. Does that make sense? So now, we're here. Jack, fighting stance. So now we're here. He throws the punch. Boom. I block. I come to the outside. Remember our side kick? Fire the side kick. So he goes, move up here, Jack. So as we're here, I'm gonna throw the punch. Jack's gonna block and drift out. Here's his leg, super close. Bow. He took the high target. He throws the punch, drifting outside. Here I am. You chose the other target. He goes. Boom. Go very slow, super slow. And you want to make sure you try to just touch that heel, even if you have to do it slow motion to get control. Some of you are going to want to go fast because we believe that striking fast is better. Yes, if we have great control. That really concludes our lesson today. I really enjoyed I really enjoyed this. Ms. Helders, come on in. Mr. Howells. These are some of the finest instructors that you're going to find around. They are here for you. I'm here for you. If you want to do a lesson with one of us, we're here for you. And also, like I said, if you want to be on our production team and want to do this with us, that would be wonderful. We'd love to invite you along. Obviously, we can't have 10 people. We can have 2 or 3 in a video, 4 at a time. And we'd love to include you in that process. We have a challenge video for you today coming up. What else do we have?
We have our XP videos that are going to be posted later today as well, so keep looking for those.
XP video, excellent. All right, so you guys did a great job. At home, join me. We're going to put our hands apart. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. We're going to go hooah when we get done. 3, 2, 1. See you soon.